Oh, here we are.
All right. Peace, family. You know what I'm saying?
What up? Al Ray Haiku here.
Yeah,
right
yes,
back at you.
yes, sir. Another episode,
the very
another
next
installment.
Day.
You know what I'm saying?
Very next day, we right back at
Check it out. So you know the Nazis. You know what I'm saying? They was down there in Newman, Georgia, or whatever the case may be. And you know, I just want to bring the issue up that how they become emboldened. You know what I mean? But which is a good thing though.
I love it.
At the same time, it's a good thing. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm saying Nazis being emboldened is a great thing. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you say it's a great thing?
Well, if you'll give me a moment, the first time that they became emboldened under Hitler, right? Now you gotta anybody who understands Milli Vanilli. Anybody?
I was about to say that's your man, sir.
Anybody who know about the history of Germany, the Third Reich, right? And Hitler, and his correlation to black folks. Hitler was a beautiful man to black folks, and I say that because he allowed black folks to get from under the yoke of colonialism.
But don't forget the Congo. Don't forget what he did in the Congo.
No, he didn't do nothing in the Congo. You talking about Leopold?
No, I'm talking about the Nazi regime. They
didn't do nothing in the Congo. You talking about?
I am not.
You are.
I am not.
Yes, emphatically, you talking about King Leopold.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm very sure. You know, I'm a historian. You know how I do this shit.
Yeah, I know how you do this shit. That's why I don't believe
I'm about to tell you. No. What they did, you talking about Namibia, where they genocided the people in Namibia. They caused genocide in Namibia. But because you got to remember, Germany didn't have a lot of colonies in Africa.
No, they didn't.
The powers that had a lot of colonies, France, England, Portugal, and all them other places.
Yeah,
I'll
get with you on that. But
yeah,
let me go fact check.
But let me finish. Let me finish.
Go back to what you were
saying. So when Hitler,
damn, you ran my man up out of it.
Fuck him. When Hitler did what he did to all the people in England, France, and all the other colonial powers, they didn't have the power to keep the yoke. So when you look 15, 20 years later, the people of Africa and Asia came out of colonialism. So Hitler was a great thing for black folks and people of Asian descent. You know what I'm saying? As a result of him being who he was. And I'm not saying that Hitler did that on purpose.
I know what you mean.
Inadvertently. Yeah, by default.
By default.
Yeah, but by default, he was great for us.
Reaction.
Yeah, so by default, he was great for us. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say with these new Nazis, it's a great thing for us because, again, they showing their face. Back in the day, you know, they put on a cape. We didn't know that this was the judge. We didn't know that was the school teacher. We didn't know that was the janitor. We didn't know that was the police officer or the taxi driver or the bus driver because they had the capes on. They had the hoods on. So now they took the hoods off and they became emboldened, which I appreciate because now we get to pinpoint you and point you out. You know what I mean? And I don't want to make this video and scare them and put them back into the cape and where we can't identify them again. But I'm glad that they took off the cape. But they are becoming emboldened to the point where they think that they're going to be running around the streets just doing what they want the niggas, and they going to get their ass for
I'm gonna go right to it though.
Oh, go to it.
Hey yo, we need warriors. And
yes.
And that's the delay.
Okay.
See?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to hold it on
that's
the
angle.
Delay. Yeah.
We need warriors.
Okay.
As a people, we need warriors. Like we just got finished seeing my son. My son's 17 right now.
Yeah.
I'm weaponizing him though. Everything I do with my son is to be weaponized.
As you should.
Weaponized intellectually, weaponized physically. He ain't taking no ass whooping. He'll fuck you up and he'll fucking talk you down before he fuck you up. We need
he's brains and bronze.
He's brains and bronze.
Yes, and that's what we need.
It gotta be that.
And that's what we need. That's that general material. That's that president material. You know, he's not an Obama. He's not an Obama.
If he were an Obama, I'd give him back to his mother.
Yeah. As you should.
Because that's not what I'm raising.
As you should. Because Obama wasn't right.
Because I expect for him, and I agree with you, I expect for my son to fuck around and be a warrior. And the same way I'll kill and die over him, I expect for him, like your woman, especially if it's the mother of your child, whether it be your wife or not, I expect for him, like, yo, somebody put a hand on your woman, you take their hand off. Someone put a hand on your child, you take the head off. You take the head off.
Yeah.
And you gonna die anyway. Like, we've said this before. Like, here's the thing, black people. And I always go back to this. I've said this in multiple fucking episodes we've had. Yo, you want what you want to do? You want to be an Eric Garner?
Nah.
Yo, Eric Garner's our new Rodney King.
I don't
Can't we all get along? I don't want to get along with everybody.
I don't want to be him or Martin Luther King.
And I don't want to be him either. And of course that nigga know you can't breed Eric Garner.
He the one choking you.
Yeah,
Duh.
you know.
Duh.
Yeah,
Like, what
you
the
over there
fuck?
begging for your life. How you begging a fucking mortal cracker for what God gave you? Nigga, stop.
Now, this is my thing right here, right? Okay, so they rallied up in Newtown, right? Newman, Georgia, right? And
Frank, what up?
Good, yeah.
we living in a, how you doing, bro? We living in a time where, you know, and I don't want to put all the weight on Trump. You know what I mean?
You can't, because this was America before.
Yeah, exactly. But I want to say that Trump does have a role in all this. You know what I mean? He does have his place in time.
His
you know
place in this right now is letting white people who feel a certain way that
Talk
is
they shit.
anti-us really like, oh, it's our time. They feel like, oh, it's our time now.
Yeah, and
but like,
let me tell you something. It is not your time.
But my black people,
You have had your time for the last 500 years. Your time is done.
It's over.
It's over, and y'all gonna have to understand that. But I'm not mad at y'all for coming together as a collective and doing what y'all do to try to preserve and try to persevere and try to prolong your time. No, I'm not mad at you for that. You're supposed to do that.
Yo, you trying to survive.
But trust and believe, a lot of us is waking up. Me and him is not the only ones. It's a lot of us waking up.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this to my black people that sleep though. Hey, yo, real shit. You black people talking about Black Lives Matter and shit like that. Yo, you don't really feel like that. And here's how I can quantify and tell you don't really feel like that, because when these crackers take your son and they take your daughter's lives and they take your father and your mother's lives, what are you doing? You ain't taking no lives. So like when you out here like Black Lives Matter, they don't even matter to you. You better be ready to die for yours. If you out here talking about Black Lives Matter, then be ready to die and kill for yours. For yours.
That's the long and the short of it. You know what I'm saying?
I'll die and kill for mine.
Now to get to that, now we got to go into parenting though.
Yeah.
We got to go into parenting because that's all easy said. It's easier said than done. We got to go into parenting.
No, what we got to do? Fuck parenting. We got to, because some black people don't have lives. I mean, don't have children. You know what I'm saying? So then when this beast is on your neck,
they should be the first ones on the line.
Does your life matter to you? You know what I'm saying? Like your life got to mean something to you first.
Well, like the dude. What's the professor? Skip Gates, right? Black lives didn't matter until he was accosted on his own front porch. Remember? He was dancing and singing, playing the fiddle on the roof until he went into his own house and they arrested him on his own property. Yeah, exactly. And then it was, oh shit, Black Lives Matter and all that shit.
Black Lives been matter since they dragged us over here. But I'm a field nigga. In the sense of I'm the kind of black male that you soft motherfuckers don't like. Because I'm going to fight and die over mine. Don't matter. I don't care if, cops got guns, we got guns. Where are guns? Stop playing.
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm gonna do you one better.
Do it.
I ain't a field nigga or a house nigga.
You got it, right?
I'm the nigga that jumped off the boat before we even traversed the sea.
I like that.
Because I'd rather not be in the chains, on the field, or in the motherfucking house before we even got to get to that shit.
I told you yesterday I was to smack this white dude in Chase Bank yesterday.
Yeah.
Just for talking crazy.
So what happens? Go into that.
Hey, yo.
Go into that.
So I'm at Chase Bank,
okay,
right? And I'm in the suburbs, dig? I'm there, and white dude come in with a dog. Dog trying to sniff me. I say to the dog. Now, my older sister, she got to be old enough to be my mother.
Okay, so it's a woman in there already.
It's a female in there already.
Okay.
Transactioning with the ATM.
Okay.
White dude come in there, right?
Okay.
I say something to the dog because the dog's there. The dog try to sniff me. I'm like, yo, yeah, have a sniff. I like animals.
All right.
White dude. Sister turns behind me, but she's joking and she's talking to me. She said, yo, I hope you didn't tell the dog to sniff me. And she laughs. White dude gonna start talking to her crazy. Like, my dog didn't sniff you. It was his nuance, his tone.
What was your reply? Now, he had some aggression in his tone?
Yeah. That's why I came.
So he was aggressive towards the lady?
Yeah. That's why I came.
Okay.
My response was, she not talking to you.
Hold on. Okay, it's going.
To which she replied, yeah, I wasn't talking to you. And he kept on trying to come to her. And I said to him, like, bro, you talking to me, bro. Like, don't talk to her crazy. Ain't nobody talking to you. So then, there was a little verbal back and forth. And then the sister, and this is what our sisters do since slavery times. they get scared for the black man.
Mm-hmm.
Our sisters get scared, and she's like, I don't want you to get in trouble. I can't get in trouble. I'm a grown ass man. Whatever happened, happened. I can't, like, don't get scared for me, but she's still stuck there. But her intentions of saying, I don't want you to get in trouble, she went
into maternalistic.
She went into maternal mode.
Yeah, maternal mode.
This cracker thought, like, yo, bruh, I'll smack your face off your neck right here in the bank with the cameras. I don't care.
Well, you did what you were supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that you did do that. You know what I'm saying?
I had to.
To let him know.
And any black man that wouldn't fucking confront him if they were in the same situation, then off with your head, too.
Because we do see a lot of times we see where, you know, these supremacists, they get emboldened and they
act like it can't happen.
Exactly. And, you know, they try to do what their grandparents did to our grandparents.
Yes. And they think that this is that. This ain't that.
This ain't that. This is not
something else. And when it comes to people like me and people like him, and like my brother said, we ain't the only ones out here like this. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of us, but if we get all the ones that are like us together, you got a problem on your hands. Like, this ain't that, yo. Bro, I smacked the fucking dome off this nigga.
But he ain't want no sauce.
He ain't want no sauce. He left.
Okay. Now, what did he say when you said now what did you say to him? Now he barked at her.
Yeah, and then I barked at him.
You intervened and you said what?
I said, yo, she wasn't talking to you. Then he said some shit and he was like, you don't have to come at everybody all aggressive. I said, I ain't coming at you aggressive. He said, well, what this cracker say? He said some shit like, you know, you don't have to be so mean in your tone.
Oh.
I said to the crowd, I said, what, you want a hug when I speak, nigga?
Yeah.
You want a hug? And then he said, well, you know, life is what you make it. No, he said, luck. He said, good luck being like that. I said, ain't no such thing as luck. He said, well, luck is what you make it. I said, that's what I just said to you, you dummy. Because I'm talking to you, like what I'm saying to you, like, here's what you black people also got to understand. And this is something that you said when I wasn't even joking with you on the phone. I ain't no 5%er, but I am God. You ain't gonna fuck around and be talking to gods all crazy when you just mortal. You just a mortal cracker. You ain't talking to the gods crazy. I'll do it to you. And because I have to. Now what? Then what happens? Then your squad, the cops.
Yeah. So hold on. So after you put him in his place.
Yeah.
What he said? Okay. Well, you know don't run around the earth like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Please. After he was violent.
After he was verbally violent.
But he could run around the earth like that.
Yeah, he could.
But you can't.
But he said don't be. He said don't be like me.
So he went right into victim mode and white. He went into victim mode and white privilege mode.
He went into white privilege.
Oh, don't be like that.
Don't be like me.
Yeah.
Don't be like me, motherfucker. I ain't even like you.
Okay.
I'm a god.
Okay.
I ain't even.
Peace.
Word. What up? You ain't lie. You ain't lie. So I'm a god. Word. So I'm a god. So that means I gotta. We build or we destroy. So you trying to build bullshit. So all I did was destroy his bullshit then. And if it had to get down to me fucking putting hands on him so that he understand I will build or destroy, it would have gone there. But he left first.
Okay, so he left. So that concluded the whole situation.
Because at the end of the situation, if I beat the motherfucking crack up, what's gonna happen to me? I'm in jail for a week, but I'll be right back.
Okay, so as a result of, but let me ask you this though. Do you feel like he left with an understanding of, you know what, I need to be cautious because these people starting to wake up? Or did he leave with the impression like, well, I'll catch the next one next time?
Yeah, he left with that one. And he left with how dare he.
Oh, he left with the how dare he? Oh shit, that's some shit right there. So right now, it's safe to assume that
even right now
he had some other ATM accosting some other old lady
and he
talking shit.
Yeah, to get his victory back because I took it from him. Because you ain't gonna get that off when I'm around. Like this is the thing I loved about Khalid when he was alive. God bless his soul. When I was a Panther running with Khalid, hip to hip, and I mean hip to hip. The first point in our platform was we take in. It says we are to take in and take control of all black nation property in view. All black nation property in view is black people too.
Yeah.
So if you are over here accosting my black older woman who can't defend, that's my black property. That's my property.
Yeah, and that's what we need to go back to. Your son is my son. My
Yeah.
daughter is your daughter.
Yeah.
You know, your mother is my mother. My mother is your mother.
We go back into
need to go back
all
to
black
that.
property in view. And the thing is about my people, if you don't fuck around and get to all black property in view, you're gonna be disconnected. And then you're gonna always be asking these crackers to treat you better. They won't. They're not gonna. Like, why would you think they're gonna?
Now I had said to you that we need to go back to parenting, but you said fuck parenting. What was you gonna go that made you say fuck parenting? Because I'm assuming that you mean it's something more important than that. So go into that.
Thank you for that. And I bring Khalid back into this same thing. Like, some people are parents. Watch the glare.
I got it right there. That's the light right there.
Okay. But some people are parents, some people are not. But we do need warriors. If you are male and you are above the age of 18, but you don't have no kids, we need warriors. Some warriors are parents. Some warriors are not parents. But what we as a people need are warriors. We need people that not to beg for their life. We need people that's going to fuck around. Don't be afraid of the sight of your own goddamn blood.
So you saying niggas is scared to die?
Niggas scared. But let me scuff a nigga's shoes up though.
Oh yeah, nigga kill you quick.
Man, empty a whole clip in me. He'll empty a whole clip in me.
A nigga kill you quick.
But let a cracker come through and
with a walkie-talkie and he'll submit.
Man, and you'll be like, yo, yeah, let me take this fucking prostate exam.
Yeah.
I ain't with that. And I know I'm not with that. And here's how I know I'm not with that. Because my fucking rap sheet say I ain't with that. I accost the cops. I beat them the fuck up. That's what my rap sheet say. I beat them the fuck up.
I too have accosted cops also.
That's what my papers say.
I don't want to go on record saying I'm a cop accoster. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm saying, because we live in the age of black identity extremists, and I don't want Jeff Sessions to come down and run down on me.
Yeah,
do I hear the sirens? He might be calling them on us right now. But at the same time,
what I'm saying is, can't no man. I don't give a fuck what your blue. Yo, they don't
care what your occupation is.
They don't bleed blue. They just wear the shit.
True indeed.
They don't bleed that. They just wear that.
True indeed. Now, earlier I said I'm not a Obama type nor a Martin Luther King type. And the reason I said I'm not a Martin Luther King type, because I really feel in my heart that Martin Luther King has done us a great injustice.
And disservice.
Yeah,
because he's the reason why we begging now.
Exactly.
But you know what?
It might not be intentional, but it is what it is.
It was not intentional.
You know what I mean?
And I gotta give him his respect, but action, reaction. He the reason why. Let me get that. He the reason why y'all motherfuckers begging for your life now. I'll never beg for what God gave me. How the fuck I look?
True
begging,
words never been spoken.
How the fuck I look begging for what from a person for what God gave me? They ain't give it to me. So like fuck you, bro. Like, anybody trying to take your life, nigga, then it's it's game time. It's game time. And it don't matter if they got a walkie-talkie and mace and handcuffs and all that in the third. What, bro? Especially if you ain't do shit. And they be coming at us and we ain't do shit.
Is there any situation where a cop can approach you in a manner in which it won't go down?
Yes, most situations, if that cop act right.
Because you are a law-abiding citizen.
I'm a law-abiding citizen. I pay taxes.
In most of the cases.
In most of the cases.
Yeah.
But you can't come at me like, you can't be a cop and shake me down.
How do you feel about cops killing niggas over cell phones, niggas pulling out their cell phones, or niggas unbuckling their seatbelts, or niggas reaching for the ID that the police asked them for and then getting shot down?
I'm gonna say the same thing I say to women. When you remember we were at my nigga Felipe's house, and I was teaching his daughter a certain move.
Yeah.
I feel the same. I say the same thing I say to women, like, be hyper aware. Like, I study martial arts, like I study kung fu, right? But if I was gonna train a woman in self-defense, what do? You kick him in the balls and be out. You pluck him in the eyes and be out. You jab him in the throat and be out, but you gotta be out. But here's the thing.
What happens when you're not on close proximity to them like that?
Well, if you ain't in close proximity to them, then they're not.
Because most cops is cowards.
Yeah, but
they be like far away, and they clutch their gun for the door. Especially when they're approaching black males.
I say that if you're not in close proximity to them, then they're not in close proximity to you either. But if they're far away from you and they pulling that trigger and you die, then one of your family members must seek blood. That's what I'm saying.
So you're an Old Testament type
Yeah.
nigga.
One of your family, you can't take my son from me and not expect me to take blood from you. It's not gonna happen.
Makes sense to
It's
me.
not gonna happen. That's my son.
Makes sense to me.
That's mine. God gave me him. So if you mortal white man take him from me, I'm taking some shit from you. Even if I gotta die. It don't matter. I was dying from the day I was a fetus any goddamn day.
Makes sense
Death
to me.
ain't never sneak up on nobody.
So real quick, shifting real fast on their ass, real fast. Shifting real fast. I'm sorry, people. My fault.
Yeah, we working it out.
So we on the verge of war, and the mainstream media ain't gonna say too much about the truth, but we on the verge of war with Russia. You know what I'm saying? Because Trump, Russia is protecting Syria.
Yeah.
They're allied with China. China is allied with North Korea.
Yeah.
North Korea want to reunite with South Korea.
Yeah, I've noticed
But
this.
look at this. I think it's a ploy though, because they said, look, we willing to stop our nuclear armament if you'll be willing to sit down with us at the table. But also we know that they want to reunite with South Korea.
Ayo,
so what do you think is the trick? What cards do they have under their sleeve?
I don't think they have no cards under their sleeve. You gotta understand Putin.
And do you think it would be a good thing? Now, I don't give a fuck about nobody else but us. Would it be a good thing or a bad thing if America went to war with Russia? And if so, what is the end result?
Here's what's gonna happen. If we went to war with Russia, we lose. We lose. Putin and that whole community, Russian mind thought is kill that. That whole Russian mind thought is a warlord's mind thought. We out here at Starbucks. You out here worrying about getting thrown at a Starbucks because Starbucks don't like you. You just now figuring that shit out? Putin is a goddamn warrior. He's a goddamn Spartan. And he's leading his whole shit. Now, if we go to war as America against anything Russia, we lose. But here's what happens to black people. We scatter. And then we have to refigure. But it don't matter if we scatter. Because we're here scattered. Our foundation in this country, and I mean our foundation in this country, I don't mean our foundation as the original man or woman, I mean our foundations in this country is a scattered people. So we used to scattering and regrouping. But what will happen to this country loses. That's why I got my passport.
This country loses?
Hell yeah, this country loses. You ain't beating Putin. We soft. This country's soft. You ain't beating Putin. This is why as black men, that's how we... If you're a black man that has knowledge of self, that's why we deal with our families the way we do. I rule, you help.
I'm glad you said that. Now, having knowledge of self and dealing with our families, do you as a man come into situations where you haven't been knowledgeable about what's going on with the world around you, understanding how white supremacy works and things of that nature? When you encounter other black folks, do you see like, for lack of a better word, I'm just gonna say coonery and
I do. That's why I don't talk like this.
Acquiescence.
Yeah, I do. That's why I don't talk. That's why I don't speak. Like I don't speak to. Listen, you said something to me a couple years ago. You're like when you cross the path of another black person, you should speak. I don't do that because number one, I don't like people in general, whatever your ethnicity is. But then I see when it comes to my brothers and sisters, I don't know how you coming. Like I don't know what you believe in. You might be a bitch nigga, and I'm high, so I don't feel like talking anyway. But I am watching you. I'm watching how you interact. I'm watching how you open the door. I'm watching how you get on the train. I'm watching all this shit because I'm deciphering who and what you are by your slightest moments. And that lets me know like, yo, off with your head or not.
So that'll tell you if you could associate with them or not.
And the only reason I can tell that is because I study war. There ain't no way to peace but war. How you think you gonna get the peace? You ain't gonna get to no peace without bloodshed, fam. Khalid, and this is why Khalid was real. Like that's why he was connecting the Bloods and the Crips and the Ningetas and the Latin Kings. And if he lived long enough to see the MS-13s get here as strong as they are, he would have fucking took them too, because they're all part of the Pan-African diaspora.
Whether they know it or not.
If they come with us, they know it though.
Yeah, well, if they come, they know it.
They know it. But that's why.
But if they don't, then off with their head too.
Over with your head too.
Yeah.
That's why Spanish, Dominicans, Puerto Ricans, whatever the fuck. Y'all be, and y'all my brothers, and I fuck with y'all. But y'all be talking about I'm Spanish. Motherfucker, that's a goddamn language. Imagine me talking about I'm English. Fuck out of here.
Just because I speak English don't make me an Englishman.
Imagine me saying,
just because you speak Spanish don't make you a Spaniard.
Imagine me saying I'm English. Where? When? Look at me. It's just a slave master's language. And then you go to places as Spanish is becoming a newer second language in this country, then motherfucking Spanish motherfuckers be like, why don't you speak Spanish? I don't speak Spanish because I don't want another slave master's language. Now, motherfucker, get the fuck out my face.
On that note, yo, we gonna come to a conclusion on this thing right here. You know what I mean? I hope that everybody that's, you know, been listening and watching, you know what I'm saying, which ain't a very lot of y'all, but hopefully in the future we gonna get
about to get it together. We about to get it together. We about to go worldwide.
Because we talking that real shit, and y'all niggas need to be up on this game.
Like, yo, if you not willing to die, then die already.
Go ahead.